Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another session of Codeavour Training Bootcamp. So in today's session, we will be understanding the concepts of artificial intelligence and also will be making an activity that is airdrop. So if you have registered for Codeavour competition, then give me a thumbs up. If not, you can check out the links given in the description box to know more about Codeavour 5.0 international competition. And if you're willing to register, those links are also given in the description box. Okay, so you can all check that and know more about Codeavour competition. So here will be a sequence of sessions which we will be giving you all for learning the concepts and emerging technologies like AI, robotics, artificial intelligence. That is, AI is nothing but artificial intelligence. So these concepts based on training will be providing online. So yeah, without any further delay, let's get started. I'm so excited for today's session as we will be working on hand gestures. Okay, so hand gestures, how we can move, how a computer is able to just track my hands, my fingers, how is it able to track it? So that's what we'll be understanding in today's session. And in session 3, AirDraw, we'll be using two extensions, that is pen and hand gestures. So using that, we will be making an activity and we will be virtually drawing on the screen. Okay, so here let us understand pose detection. So in pose detection, first of all, these kind of real-time pose detection technique, which will be used to detect human body parts, will be actually having a kind of points. So from where you will be having, so we can also call it as a patterns. So this kind of patterns will be using even in the face detection. So even body detection, hand gestures, all we will be having the postures. I mean the the points from where we will be detecting the poses. And pictoblocks makes use of postnet model to pose to detect the pose of that particular body. Right now with body postures. So as I said, there are points where it will be allowing us to find the position of the body. So here we have 17 key points all over the body in the pose net, and which will be from our eyes to ears to knees and ankles. If the image we can see in this image, we can see that the postnet, if it is not clear, if it is clear, like in this image we can see it is all clear, right eye, left eye. So all these points we have marked here to give you an overview of the 17 key points. If the image we give to the postnet, if in case if it is not clear, right, the postnet displays a confidence score to how much it is confident in detecting a particular pose as well. So this actually, the status gives an overall understanding for us that how much postnet is able to do its work, right? So this has numerous applications in real world. So take for example Snapchat filters. It can also using your facial patterns, it can adjust the tongue, right? So if you just take that filter, the tongue will be there, and Mickey Mouse, and also there will be some ears as well, the teddy bear ears and all. So these kind of filters use this particular kind of postnet application. And then fitness apps like Cult Fit, even they actually use this particular technique to train their the people, and also to see if they are posing it properly or if their body posture is proper or not. Even in Instagram reels, these days in Instagram reels I have come across that the one filter which actually focuses you. Okay, so how is it able to focus only me in that particular environment, right? So that is what one such application of this. And also virtual games. So virtual game, virtual drawing, as we will be doing it in today's class, those all comes under the real-time applications of postnet, right? And now hand detection. So now we understood how body postures work. Let us now understand hand detection as well. So hand detection, as we have 17 points in human body, here in this algorithm also we will be having some kind of 21 3D hand key points. Okay, so this works as similar to pose detection as we already saw, but more accurate tracking points of the hand will be there here. In pictoblocks, my media pipe is the model which will be used to detect hand gestures. Okay, so this is the overall view of how hand detection works. And now use cases here. So how we are using it. So get the pose of the human body from an image. So as you all, if you have explored PictoBlocks, you would have got to know that we have machine learning environment within PictoBlocks application. So there you can train your model, you can do various activity by training it. So here in this, we actually, in this latest version of PictoBlocks, we actually have the extensions specifically, trained, and also the models will be pre-fed. So extensions will give you different extension like face detection, human body detection, pose detection, I mean hand gesture detection. So these are various extensions we have in today's in this version of PictoBlocks. So how it works is what given here. Get pose of the human body from an image and get number of people in an image. Get x and y coordinates of the body features like shoulder, nose, mouth, legs, knees, ankles, etc. and detect hands in an image. So it will only detect hands. So there is particular extensions for face, particular extension for hand detection, etc. and get x and y coordinates of hands and different fingers, and then it will track and the sprite will track. So we in detail saw what is sprite, and we are also aware of those, the interface of PictoBlocks application. If in case you missed it, please do watch. The playlist is given in the description box. Yes. Now, a draw activity. So one of the very interesting activity, students. I'm very excited for today's activity. Let me share my PictoBlocks application. Please open PictoBlocks application and let us start doing together. Okay, so I hope that you have opened your PictoBlocks application. Let us take half a minute. Right, half a minute is too much time, right, students? Okay, so now let us start coding. So for coding, we can use any sprite, but I'm retaining PictoBlocks, I mean the Toby sprite, our favorite sprite, especially my favorite sprite. Do let me know which is your favorite sprite in the description, I mean in the comment section. Okay, so yeah, now let us start with the program. So in this particular program, we actually will be needing couple of things. So couple of the extensions as well. So that we will be seeing right now. Okay, students. So now go to the extensions. So as I mentioned, we'll be needing couple of extensions. Let us get those extensions. Now first we will be needing human body detection, human body parts, right? So this, click on that, you will be set this message to wait until model is successfully loaded. As you can see here, every particular section is subdivided here in this extension. For example, if you are doing for body detection, pose detection, there is a group, and hand detection, there is one more group, right? So in this manner, you can just segregate and use whichever you want to. Next, the second extension which we will be using is pen extension. Where is pen? Here. I got pen extension. So this is the extension we will be using as the second extension in this activity. Okay, so why are we using these two extensions? Let us understand first. First, to detect the human body, I mean to detect the fingers, we will be using the first extension, human body detection, and next pen extension we are using to draw, right? So this is the importance of these two blocks in today's activity. So now let us start coding. So whenever I am seeing you all, or when I'm seeing some people or a person in physically, I can distinguish their features. So this is their hand, this is, so I can distinguish anything in this environment, right? If I'm seeing a car, I can see that it is a car. But how a computer is able to recognize or distinguish between these objects and the things around it? So that is not possible. A computer cannot do that, but we can actually make it do or make it happen by giving it a camera. So computer uses camera to capture the images around of its surroundings, and then it can analyze it and give the expected output. Correct? So for that we will be needing camera. So let us first on the camera. So turn on the camera on stage. So once the camera is on, we will next what we need to do. So turn on video on stage. Once the video is on, we will go to hand detection. Okay, so in this hand detections, we will check for height detections. Where is it? Yeah, here in the second blocks you have show or height. So we will be using height detection. So initially we are not detecting anything, students. We're just keeping it as it is. We're just owning it and waiting. We will hide the detections. So once this is done, what we are going to see, we are whatever the things we have written before, doing this particular activity, or for example, I have executed it, and once more, if I'm executing, it should have clear screen. So basically it should have clear screen. So that's why we will be using clear screen. So where it is in the pen extension. In pen extensions, you can see the very first extension itself is erase all. Okay. Now set pen color. Let us set the pen color to some color, random color, or your favorite color of your choice. Then set, and next we can also set the pen size to any number. I'll set it as 2 little, so that it look little darker, not too dark. Okay. So this is about like we are doing the writings, right? So we are setting its configuration first. Got it. So now let us write the actual code, the logic for writing, drawing it on the screen. Now let us go to control and click drag and drop forever loop. Why are we using forever loop here is because whatever the actions I'm making under forever, I want to do it continuously. I don't want it to be stopped as soon as my code is stopped. Until and unless I click on stop button, this forever block will be running. Right? So I just want this to happen, that it should happen forever. That is why we are using forever block. So after forever, we will be using analyze image from camera. So we have two different sections here, students. As you can see, one is post detection, the other one is hand detection. So in post detection, it is for body pose, right? So that jumping jacks, those kind of postures it will be able to detect. But now we will be using hand detection. So under hand detection, you have analyze image from hand from camera. So just drag and drop it for under forever. Clear? So this is what we are doing here under forever. We are analyzing the hand without any break, or we are not stopping it as the code is stopped. Forever we are doing until and unless I click on stop code. Okay. So this, now after this, I will check if my hand is detected. This is very important, right? I need to check if my hand is detected or not, right? So for that, go to control and click bring if condition. Okay. So now you can get if else condition. Yes, if condition, we are using if else here. Right, students? Now go to human body detection and go to is hand detected. So I'm just checking if my hand, is this hand even detected? Am I even moving? So is computer able to detect it? That is what I'm saying it right now. If it is detected, then go to control, again bring the if condition. Okay. So under if we are using one more if. Why we are using this particular if condition is to write or draw something, like whatever the finger I'm just moving it, so it should draw based on that. So that is why I'm using if condition. Okay. So when I'm drawing it, when I am clicking on something on the keyboard, what is that something? That's nothing but any keyboard key. So if I want to say, click some key, I can use space or I can also use enter. So any key you can use according to your choice, but I'm using space key here. So whenever I'm clicking on space key, what should I do? I should start writing. Correct, students? So here we have in the pen extension, we have two, blocks, pen up and pen down. So pen down is usually used to tell that you're ready to write. Pen up is actually used to denote that you're stopped writing. Okay. So for this, click on pen up pen down, that means you're ready to write. And once you write, you're ready to write, you need to take the X position. So the pen should be having X position of the top of your index finger, and Y also should be having the top of index finger value. Okay, so the X and Y variables, we are setting it to that particular thing. So now go to motion. Okay, so in motion, you have go to XY. Where is it? Yes, I got it. So go to XY. Children's, students, if in case you are not finding any, block, do not worry. Just go to search, and in search we'll be having these extensions, and any of these blocks if you want to use, you can just write it here. Okay, so now go to X, go to Y. So instead of go to X and go to Y, we will set. Okay, so for setting it, let us set. Yes, we got set X2 and set Y2. Where are we setting these values? Yes, we are setting these value to our top of the index finger. Okay, so where is that particular block located? It is in the human body detection. If you scroll down, you have subsection, that is hand detection. Here you have if X position of top of thumb, X position of top of thumb, all these things. So you can just select X position of, yeah. So this one you can select X position of top of, not thumb, top of index finger. Okay, and now again same block, you can just put it in the Y also, but just change the variable from X to Y. And also it's not top of the thumb, it is top of index finger, right? So this is what we are able to do right now. And in the else part, what should we do? Else we will not write anything. That means I'm not ready to write. So pen up indicates that I'm not writing right away. Right, students? So this is our entire code, and we are done with coding. But there's something missing. Did you realize what is missing, students? Can anyone tell what is missing? Cherry on top of this cake is our control. Go to events. In events, we have when flag clicked. So when flag clicked is missing. Okay. So as I said, we are using Toby here. But in place of Toby, you can also use pen. Okay, students. So you can also use pen. So just go to sprite. Let me show you how. For example, in case if you have by mistake selected some other sprite and written the code, now you want to change the sprite and write that particular code in the other sprite. So in such case, how can you deal the situation? That we will be seeing it right now. Okay. So now see, for example, I want pen extension. Just type pen. Okay. Pen sprite. So click on pen. The pen is here. But what all I have coded right now is in Toby. Right. So when I click on Toby, you can see this entire code. But I don't want to do it again, the entire code on pen next, the sprite as well. What should I do? Simply, I will go to Toby, and from here, I will just click when flag clicked, and I will put it in the pencil. So you can see the entire code is actually pasted on the pencil sprite. Correct? So now if you want Toby, you can keep Toby. If you don't want Toby, you can delete as well, because we will be using any one sprite. Okay. So let me delete Toby and keep the pencil sprite. Okay. So let us see how this particular activity works. I'm very, very, very excited, students. Let me just check. So to check your output, click on when flag clicked, and in when flag clicked, as you can see, it is detecting my hand. Right? So now I want to click on space, and wherever my hand goes, the pencil is drawing it. Yes. See how cool it is. You're able to draw it. So one more thing here, continuously keep pressing your space. Do not lift the space, finger from your space button. So that's why it will be writing. Correct? So now I'll just click on stop. Again, I want to redraw something. So when I click on flag, the entire screen has nothing on it. So this is how, this is how the airdrop activity works. How cool it is. Oh my God. So nice, right? So this actually has lots of real world problems. So as we discussed in previous slides, but apart from that, if you know any other the applications in real world, do let me know in the comment sections, and I will be very excited to see what are all the other applications which is in this particular whatever the examples or real world applications, you can just let me know so that I'll be excited to see that as well. So yeah, that's it for today's session, student. And one more thing I want to tell you here is that after every completion of every program, do not forget to save your code. So how will you save your code, students? Click on file, save as, and then you can save as per your particular name. Okay, so this is how you can save. Do not forget to save the code. Very, very, very important. Okay, so yeah, so this is all about your airdrop activity. I hope you got a clear understanding on how these artificial and other concepts are used in today's world, and how they're blooming very rapidly, right, students? And they're making our life easier as well. So do let me know how easy do you feel by using these technologies in day-to-day life. Okay, now you can also join our WhatsApp and Telegram group, where you will be getting latest updates about Codeavour 5.0 International, and you're freely, you can just pause the video, scan this QR code and join to the groups. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed the session, and I'll be back with another interesting and one more kind of technology. We will be getting it in the next session. I'm very excited to come up with another activity in the next session, students. Until then, keep smiling. Take care. Bye-bye. See you all in the next session. Thank you so much for joining. Bye-bye.